Someone sent me a video about a week ago. It was Dr. Gliding, and he was talking about how about cancer research and chemotherapy. And he said back in 1994 there was a 12-year research all over the world to see the percentage of people who were chemotherapy worked. And it was amazing to me that chemotherapy only works 3% of the time. So that means that 97% of the time it does not work. So his question was, why are we keep doing this? And he explained this in very much detail. It's the fact that the medical industry is a for-profit organization. Now, if something doesn't work 97% of the time, why would you keep using it? Why would you keep applying this to people? You know, there are other things that we could use, such as authentic Chinese medication. We have acupuncture. We got selenium. They say if you applied every girl under the age of 12 with selenium, in just a few years, breast cancer would be eliminated in women. But it's for profit. He said when you go to the doctor and you're sick, and the doctor prescribes you a antibiotic, he gets nothing. But if he prescribes, like, say, 12,000 people, the pharmaceutical company may send him to Cancun or send him on a travel somewhere. But with chemotherapy, this is what they do. He buys it from the pharmaceutical company for $5,000. He charges the patient $4,000, and the insurance company pays the $9,000. So the doctor puts the $4,000 in his pocket, which makes it for profit. $4,000 goes in his pocket. So of course, being the greedy pharmaceutical companies and doctors that they are, they don't want for you to try anything else. Which leads me to this $45 billion opiate addiction amendment that the Senate wanted to add in the healthcare bill. And it made me wonder, why $45 billion and why all of a sudden opiate abuse that has run rampant in this country in the last century? Well, I started researching on it, and here's the thing. The doctors are giving you opiates. That's why they shut down all these pain medicine management clinics in Georgia and Alabama. These people were popping opiates, and everybody, 212 million people, prescription of opiates were prescribed in this country. There's only 300 some odd million people in the country, but 212 million people are prescribed opiates. Now you got all these people addicted. Now here comes the kicker where that 45 billion goes to. Now, our insurance is crashing. Obamacare is going to simple hell. So a lot of people are not even paying for insurance. So now they got to figure out how to get this money somehow. So to get it from the government, 45 billion. And this is how they get their money. You're hooked on opiates. You go to rehab. You have to be prescribed methadone or some other drug created by the pharmaceutical companies. And that's where that 45 billion goes. So it's never ending. So I kept doing my research. And here's the bad kicker. 90% of the people who go through rehab go back and get on heroin again. So it's a never-ending cycle. And they keep getting this money and keep digging in your pocket. They don't care about you being hooked on opiates or the overdose of millions of young people in this country. They don't care about that. They need that money to rotate back in. Because if they cared, they wouldn't keep prescribing opiates to all the young people in this country and getting you addicted. So you have to go to these clinics and you have to take these other chemicals to get you off of them, knowing that 90% of you are going to reoffend and relapse and do it again. So it makes me wonder what senators wanted to have this 45 billion added to this bill. And I don't have the information for that right now, but I can almost guarantee you that the ones who wanted it in there, most of their donors are Big Pharma. Think about it, people. Don't be ignorant. I'm Dion Alexander, American First.